Good morning, this is your AI host, Jay. I'm here with the automatically generated Journato morning headlines on April 29, 2022. Be kind to your mother-in-law, the victim of clichés, urges Pope. The Guardian, Pope Francis urges people to be kind to their mothers-in-law. The Independent, be kinder to your mother-in-law, urges Pope Francis. The Times, Pope Francis comes to the rescue of the much-maligned mother-in-law. The Telegraph, be kind to your mother-in-law, urges Pope. The smell is terrible, toxic foam clouds float through streets of Bogotá suburb. The Guardian, stinky foam invades Colombian town. Canada removes ban on blood donations from gay men. Revealed, EU border agency involved in hundreds of refugee pushbacks. Moldova facing dangerous moment, amid fears it could be drawn into Ukraine war. The Guardian, the next front line, Putin's war threatens Moldova as attacks rock Transnistria. The Independent, Moldova, attacks in contested region of Transnistria raise fears of Ukraine war spreading. Sky News, opinion, in Ukraine war, Moldova may be Russia's next target. The Washington Post, Russia accused of false flag attacks in Transnistria to drag Moldova into war. German energy firm Uniper ready to meet Russian pay demand. BBC, how EU energy firms plan to pay for Russian gas without breaking the law. The Guardian, Austria says European Commission approved Russia gas payments. Bloomberg, fury in Brussels, Germany caves into Russia's ruble demands. City AM, German and Austrian energy firms seek to meet Putin's terms for gas payments. Liz Truss risks recklessly inflaming Ukraine's war to serve her own ambition. The Guardian, push Russia out of whole of Ukraine, says Truss. BBC, Ukraine war, Truss wants to supply Kyiv with heavy weapons to secure victory, but losing is not an option for Putin. Sky News, Britain finally has a powerful vision for its foreign policy. The Telegraph, Liz Truss's careless talk fans the flames of war in Ukraine. Tories bending the rules after missing deadline for publishing Lebedev advice. The Guardian, deadline for publishing Lebedev peerage documents missed. BBC, government misses deadline to publish Lord Evgeny Lebedev security advice. Andrew Fahie, British Virgin Islands Premier arrested on charges related to drugs trafficking and money laundering. Sky News, British Virgin Islands, Premier Andrew Fahie arrested in US drug sting. BBC, British Virgin Islands Premier arrested on cocaine charges in US sting operation. The Guardian, British Virgin Islands leader arrested on drugs charges in US sting operation. The Telegraph, British Virgin Islands Premier arrested on drug trafficking charges. Don't try our patience, Moscow warns West over Ukraine strikes in Russia. The Independent, Russia's President Putin warns against foreign intervention in Ukraine war, BBC News. BBC News, Russia-Ukraine war, Moscow warns West of harsh response to encouragement of Ukrainian strikes in Russian territories, Live. The Guardian, Putin to lay the groundwork for an announcement to cover his failure and admit Ukraine is a war. City AM, UK Defence Secretary Ben Wallace will push for cancerous growth of Russia to be removed from Ukraine. Ukraine war, rockets hit Kyiv as UN chief admits failings. BBC, war in Ukraine an absurdity in the 21st century, says UN chief. Guardian News, UN mobilizing team to evacuate civilians from besieged Mariupol steel plant. ITV News, this war must end, UN chief sends strong message at Kyiv briefing. NBC News, UN Secretary General describes war in Ukraine as absurdity in 21st century. Rush to get emergency contraception into Ukraine as reports of rape rise. The Guardian, thousands of packets of emergency contraception sent to Ukraine amid rape crisis. The Telegraph, girl, 14, raped by Russian soldiers pregnant and warned against having abortion. Daily Record, Russian soldiers forced women to find victims to rape and shot men who stood in their way. iNews, Ukrainian women are alleging rape by Russian soldiers amid the war. What the presidential election really revealed about fractured France. The Guardian, re-election bolsters Francis Macron as powerful player in EU. The Independent, Boris Johnson has no plans to speak to Emmanuel Macron, but Number 10 insists there is no rift. Evening Standard, Logic threatens to take a back seat to revenge on France's far right. Financial Times, Macron, with eye on parliamentary vote, visits left-leaning Paris suburb. British man Scott Sibley killed in Ukraine and second UK national missing. The Independent, Ukraine conflict, British man Scott Sibley killed. BBC, newspaper headlines, Brit killed in Ukraine and disorder. Disorder, BBC, Scott Sibley, tributes to former British soldier killed in Ukraine, and second Briton missing. Sky News, Britain killed in Ukraine believed to be ex-soldier Scott Sibley. Ukraine war, Russia bombards Kyiv during visit by UN chief, 2 days after his talks with Putin. Sky News, Russian missiles bombard Kyiv during UN chief's visit. The Telegraph, Ukraine shoots down kamikaze drone in Luhansk. News. The Times, Ukraine war, Russia bombards Kyiv during visit by UN chief. Sky News, Ukraine-Russia latest news, Zelensky says capital attack requires appropriate, powerful response. This was all for the news. Thanks for listening. Please do not forget to like and subscribe.